Linguini is in the house. Linguini is a purebred Mainecoon. He's going to be getting the dry line cut. Dry cuts are not something we normally offer, but every once in a while an owner will request it. We used to have a zero policy about offering dry cuts to cats, but we gave in to about 1 out of every 10 cat clients who may have their reasons, right? We just did a dry cut on a ragdoll earlier, Gracie, and the reason why that owner requests the dry cut is because her ragdoll cat is so mournful for the bath, right? So I let and encourage the owner to know about and read up on the 324 pre-treatment product, right? And she's gonna try that for Gracie's next grooming. Yeah, it should just emotionally ground her and get her out of that level 3. Level 3 cat just means that cat is just literally miserable, right? All right, we're gonna start with this clipper. It's called the Fuzzy Fix Blue Wave with the 10 blade that it comes with. And because she's getting a dry cut, whoa, 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 we're gonna go a little sound sensitive there. And this extra small is probably gonna be a little too small. And probably need a small, not an extra small. Hello, hello, hello. It's Jill Snowden. How you doing? What's for tea? What's for tea? Is it tea time yet? No, let me see if I can walk away. Small happy hoodie, which is going to help block any kind of sound sensitivity which he seems to be having with that clipper. So let's, Mainecoons are, their hearing is highly, highly acute. Look at the size of their ears to give you an idea of just how sensitive these cats are to sound, right? So, gammon chips, gammon? God, I feel stupid. What's gammon? All right, we're gonna do the reverse lion. So this is the holy grail for the reverse lion. You want to go in reverse, especially if you're just offering a dry cut, right? What's gammon, Joe? I can't even wrap my head around that word. Like a duck? Gammon chips. Gammon. Is that a fish? What is that? I feel so stupid. I've never heard that word before. And I used to live in Ireland. It's like a bacon joint. Oh, yes. Sounds, yeah, okay. Sounds a little familiar. Got it. A bacon joint. Okay. Chips. Gammon chips and eggs. I just want to come over for tea one day, Jill. That's all. One day, someday, one day, right? You're gonna get a knock or a call. Hey, Joe. What you doing? What's for tea? No Scotch eggs. My stomach does a flip just mentioning that word. Ugh. No thank you. No Scotch eggs is the only thing I ask. He's shaking. Let's put the heat on. That heater is very beneficial for any kind of Mainecoon grooming. They love heat. It's going to help get him a little bit more relaxed. And we'll probably just put on a little insulated top for him afterwards. Yeah, we make little baby tops out of baby onesies. And if the cat is really skinny, we'll do a double layer, right? Usually around winter time. when cats are still coming in for their lion cuts. Oh, what are we doing? We're having a reaction to something. Me getting close to his butt, maybe. Not really sure. Every cat has their reason. Every cat has their grooming story, right? There is one or two cat groomers I would love to say hi to over in England, which is why I mentioned that. Just say, hey, hey. Just don't know when I'll be getting my butt back over there. Hopefully sometime this year, right? I mean, I've only got 10 months to figure it out, right? Piece of cake. Piece of cake. If I buy the tickets now, it's just going to be cheap. Cheap, 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 right? Alright. Full lion cut means with the lion tail as well. Not every cat who gets a lion cut gets a lion tail, right? Wow. Wow. We actually started going back live today on the other app, Joe. But it's not open for communication right now. And TikTok immediately started playing their reindeer games that they've been playing with me for over 2 years now. Which is strange. You would think it would stop since there's a new owner, right? You would think it would stop because there's a new owner. They killed my account. I'm on a new account. So how is it possible they can still be playing these damn games with me? That part I don't understand. It is what it is. Anyway, we like the water better over here anyway. Say, lovey. What are you reacting to? He said, you got close to my butt again. Sorry. Sorry. You're gorgeous. What do you mean? His name is Grooming. Does that mean you're Italian? You come from an Italian family? He's like, maybe. What are you all nervous about? What are you all nervous about? There. There. I want to see what my cat's doing. He loves that game. That's Shuji. Isn't he cute? Can you believe he's 18? Yeah. There. Oh, you guys want to see too? All 11 of you. There he is. He's Shuji. He's 18. Yeah. He doesn't act like it though. He never did hit his senior wall. Sort of. He lost all his teeth and he's kind of slowly going blind, but other than that, healthy as a horse. Alright, where were we? Alright, we're already at the tricky bits. Doesn't take long to put a cat in a lion cut, right? Especially if you're just offering, or the owner is requesting the dry cut only. So let's do the bed. I don't know if that's big enough, but that'll allow me to get him to situate his body a little bit better for the tricky bits. There we go. There. A little bit better. Put that on. He's prone to, every once in a while, just wig out. So, haven't quite figured out why, other than I get too close to his butt, right? The reverse line can be quite tricky, especially if you don't have the right clipper or blade, right? Mm-hmm. Good, Letty. Good, Letty. Let's try and extend that. He's like, let's not. Mm. Mm-hmm. That just might be sound. This is very close to his ear right now. So, and one of his ears is popping out, so that's probably what's happening. So nothing stopping me from putting a couple of layers of Happy Hoodies on his head to block that sound triggering. Right, let's try that. Mm-hmm. Hello. He said, I don't know what you're doing, lady. I just want you to get comfortable. That's all. What's wrong, Shuji? What's wrong? Mm-mm. He's already decided he's leaving. Alrighty then. Great. As soon as we start those tricky bits, he's like, see ya. Mm-hmm. I just pulled an ace out of my sleeve. Cat grooming is a lot like playing a game of poker. Yipper. House always wins, right? Mm-hmm. Get your little booties in. Your little booties. Mm-hmm. Alright. He's a little nervous. Mm-hmm. Take that off. I don't know if it's helping. You did it. Might as well get this done. Mm-hmm. There you go. Buddy. Buddy. Let's take your nose. Let's take your nose. Got it. Got it. Other one. But you don't get your nose picked when you go to the spa. And if you did, I don't think you'd be going back there. Yeah, I don't think you'd be going back to that spa. They just decided to pick your nose like that. But I suppose some of those spas will be offering a waxing service for the nose. Sure, I can see that happening. Sure. All right. All we have left to do is his back legs, and then he's out of here. Okay. Real quick, simple dry cut for this owner. Now, the reason why she's choosing to go with the dry cut, I'm not really sure, but it usually has something to do with how they are in the bath. So, and them not being aware of any pre-treatments available that are going to help with the bath, right? So, I try to make sure that all my clients are up to date with all the newest things for cat grooming, right? Not that the pre-treatment 324, which is what I would recommend for this owner, that's not new. It's been around for 6 years, but it might be new for the owner since nobody even knows the product is available. Wow. Let's go with a little bit tighter, the extra small. See if that's going to make any difference. More compression. Let's see if that works. Okay. Get him in a position where we can get in here. I'm going to bypass the bed for now. Alex, I need a new blade. Yay! Alright. Get rid of that. Let's just see if we can fix that. Now's not the time, little one. See if we can fix that. Get it to work a little bit better. Alright. Waka waka. Little pink paw pound spray. That'll help with the static. There. My default setting for these tricky bits in the back legs. That means it has the highest yield. Which is weird because, you know, every cat groomer I know says that cats don't like this. But yet it has the highest yield for getting these back legs done. Go figure, right? Alright, got one little area that we can't quite get to. What do you want? This off? He's trying to throw something off his head. Is the extra small okay? I think he's doing better with the extra small on. Alright, let's see. It just adds a little bit more compression. Let's see. I may have to put him in a lap grooming. airlifted him up off the ground so he can't find any legs to walk away, right? Last one. Last one. Last one. Last one. Oh, he's gonna get out of it. Determined. House always wins, so play poker. What are you doing? House always wins. You did it. You did it. Just like I did. Yepper. Okay, try that one more time. There, got it. There. Okay, you did it. Now let's see if we can use the blower on them. If we can, we'll turn it right back off. Oh, that could be another reason why the owner skips the bath. Hello. Hello. We'll make sure the owner knows all about the 324 product. Make sure she has the link to encourage her to try it for his next grooming. Because he's a grease monkey. As most Mainecoons are. As most Mainecoons are. Let's just do a little bit of cornstarch. It's going to absorb some of that oil. You did it. You did it. You did it, did it. You did it, did it. Alright, there you have it. Linguini. Or Italian Mainecoon. Your cat has seizures when he's scared. Maybe you could talk to your vet about the use of gabapentin, which is actually an anti-seizure class medication. So it'll also help with the seizures as well as block the fight or flight so your cat no longer becomes scared. If you want to learn more about that, just go to the cat grooming guide, calming cat guide, which is on that link, themainline.live. Okay. That calming cat guide includes the teachings of the Fear-Free Pet Organization, our 8-year case study with 500 cat clients in the use of GABA with 40 veterinarians. 8 years we've been doing that study. And it'll share with you how the GABA works, how to look for the therapeutic dose, and how to pre-treat for your cat, whether they have panic or aggression, fight or flight, right? Flight or fight, right? There's 2 separate pre-treatments, which apparently the vet industry isn't even aware of yet. But that is what our case study has shown, you know? There's 2 separate pre-treatments. One is for panic, one is for aggression, right? So it'll share with you that study, Doesn't mean anything's wrong with your vet. They just don't have access to enough studies. Is what I think is the problem, right? So here you have an 8-year case study in a working cat grooming salon, working with all of our cat owners. So 1 out of every 4 of our cat clients who comes to our salon is working with a pre-treatment, right? 75% of our cat clients are at natural temperament, and we're working with techniques to get them groomed to low stress levels, right? But sometimes it doesn't matter what you know or how experienced you are. Nothing is going to get, the cat's going to get groomed. They're just not going to be able to be groomed at low stress levels, right? So here at our salon, we want high quality spec at low stress levels for all our cat clients. Is he at high spec? No. But the owner requested the dry, so she tied my hands from being able to offer what I can offer, right? But if she's asking for the dry because she thinks it'll be better for her cat, well, she can get the high spec if she works with a pre-treatment, and you don't necessarily have to use the one that comes from the veterinarian. You could try the all natural one, right? So there's 2 options. You know, there's more options, but we work with 2 that we recommend. One from the vet called GABA, and one that's all natural that you can just get online. Anyway, say goodbye to Linguini, the Italian Mainecoon. He's gorgeous. All right, we'll see you next time. All the best. Wait, hold on. Why are you? Funny, I can't hear anything you're saying. My cat must have walked over the laptop. But we're gonna say goodbye to this one. We're gonna go back to this one because I missed what you all were saying. Give me 1 second to fix that laptop. Yeah, every once in a while my cat walks over the laptop and turns off the comment section. Now that's just pure talent, Shuji. That's just pure talent. All right, I can hear you now. What were you all trying to say? The owner is ripe for the taking? I don't really know what you mean by that. I can't even make heads or tails out of what you all are saying. But anyway, back to Linguini, because none of it makes any sense to me. So if it doesn't make any sense, yeah, it doesn't, we're not putting it in our brain, right? With Linguini, he's a Mainecoon. They're oily cats. I would love to give him a bath, but at the moment he can't handle it, right? So we'll talk to the owner about the pre-treatments, make sure she has access to that information, and so that she can choose going forward whether she wants to work with a pre-treatment so that he can get all of the services that we offer, because right now she's tying my hands, right? All right, we'll see you next time. We'll be back in a little bit. There will be 2 cats coming in about 2 minutes. They're gonna get 15 minutes of downtime with Felloway first, and then we'll get started on them. It's a mother and son who come in with their 2 cats. Their cats are Cece and Lemon. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes to start on them. And that'll be a double grooming live. But you're very, very welcome. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Thanks, Two Skulls. See you next time.